Next up, we have Ascanio Costaguti with system thinking as the way to make sense of the noise. So he's a designer currently working in Fjord, Dublin. He's trained as an industrial designer, previously, like myself. He has experience working with emerging technologies as 3D printing, IoT, and AI. And lately, he is exploring the application of system thinking and human-centered design in business strategy. So take it away, Ascanio.
All right. Go. So, well, today I'm going to speak about how I'm going to be using system thinking to deal with the complexity I'm facing in my work. So I started as an industrial designer, as you heard, and designing packaging, merchandising, so simple objects that had to do a simple thing. But since I joined the doc, we have been thrown away to deal with large platforms with a lot of components running around, and that means the complexity we have been dealing is way bigger. And the reality is that's not only myself, that's the reality of the practice ourselves, that we're facing all the designers. This in part is due to designers joining to large organizations where we have to deal with large platforms working with a lot of components there in very complex industries like banking, pharma, and so on. Other designers have gone up in the ladder, becoming CDOs, so the chief design officers of large organizations having to manage thousands of employees, and others have become part of governments designing policies. That means they are dealing with a lot of complexity. This becomes a problem for us, like our traditional tools become not suitable for the purpose. And that's where system thinking becomes very handy. It enables you to handle this complexity. And a way how it does it is change your perspective. It changes to a bird's eye view. So suddenly you can see the part that you're trying to design, and you can see what is happening around, all those parts that are moving around and how they're connecting to them. But all right, this is all theory. Let's see how. Let's explore a little bit how that works more in reality. There are two ways you can apply it from my experience. One is through mapping that complexity, so you can put that part in the center and explore that complexity. Or the other part is you actually can craft that system that is going around. You can influence that system. For purpose of time, I'm just going to talk about mapping. So a way of mapping that is very powerful I have been using is just to map the influences that are going around the part. So imagine you take your problem you're trying to design or the product, and you just put it at the center. And you just are asking a couple of questions. What are the things that are influencing your product or your problem, and what is your problem influencing? And you concatenate that influence, and what it makes is build a very comprehensive map of what is happening there, all those relationships, all those moving parts. And with that, what you can take is, all right, what are the features I have to embed in my design in order to mitigate some problems I can see other parts of the system? Or as well, I can see other parts of the system that are actually influencing negatively to the purpose I want to achieve. To make it a bit more in context, imagine you were commissioned to design and improve the education of a small community. Not an easy task. But let's start with let's start with a school. So first you can ask, what are the things that are influencing the school? You will know the regulatory systems, you know the bringing the kids to the school, quality of the teachers, and as well you can start asking, well, what is the school influencing? You know, the future of the kids, by consequences, the future the community. So with that, you can start building like a space in that school where you can build so the kids and the community can come and explore the future. Or as well, you can start pushing back those people that you commission and say, if you really want to raise the quality, we have to address the transportation of the kids to the school. This is a very simplistic example of what you can do and the power you can. So in a way, system thinking doesn't need to be that complex. And there is a lot of material. There are many other ways you can apply it. A very easy tool that you can use to start learning how to do it is from Acum Plus. So it's for free. In a few weeks' times, you can learn it. There are many other tools which I recommend you if you're interested to go for it. Thank you.